Assalamu alaikum. I'm Sir Ifrat Ali, and the topic is volume and surface area of different shapes like a sphere, cone, pyramid. Okay, now I consider these three questions from 7th edition, book 2, chapter number 12, uh, and this is review exercise. Okay, now this is question number 14. A cone we are given and it is filled by ice cream. So a hemisphere in the shape of ice cream outside the cone. So a wafer cone we are given with diameter 4.2 centimeter, and outside this cone the shape of ice cream is hemisphere. So the quantity of ice cream is 56 cubic centimeter, and according to question we have to find out the height of cone. We have to find out the height of cone. Okay, volume we are given, diameter we are given, height we have to find out. Okay, now we know that radius is half of the diameter. So the half of 4.2, 2.1 centimeter. Okay. So the volume of this figure can be written as half times the volume of sphere, because this is hemisphere, right? And formula will be given by the examiner in IGCSE O level. Okay, so IGCSE or O level formula must be given. Okay, now I'm writing over a formula and you can find it out from different sources. So volume would be equal to half times the volume of a sphere plus volume of cone, right? So this figure consists of hemisphere and a cone. Now the volume we are given 56 would be equal to half times the volume of a sphere is 4 upon 3 pi r cube plus volume of cone is 1/3 into base area. Now the base area meaning to say circular shape of a cone. So the base area of a cone is a circle and area of circle is pi r square. So 1/3 the base area, that is pi r square, times height. This is the volume of cone. 1 upon 3 times pi r square times height. And the volume of sphere 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Okay, now by putting the values, whatever we have, so 56 would be equal to half 2 to the 4. So we should write down 2 upon 3 times pi times radius. Now both have the same radius. The radius of a hemisphere same as the radius of cone. Now the radius is 2.1. We should write down 2.1 whole cube plus 1/3 into pi into square of the radius, that is 2.1 square times height. Okay, now this type of question must be given by the examiner in paper 2 if we talk about O level 4024, right? But if we talk about the IGCSE 0580, this is paper 4, right? This is paper 4. Okay, so we can use calculator. Now 2/3 of pi times 2.1 cube. Okay, now the value is 19.39619 and so on. Now this is not the final answer. We have to write down at least 3 to 4 significant figures, or we have to use the calculator for the answer, the last answer. Okay, now right now I'm writing 19.396. Okay, so 56 would be equal to 19.396 plus, okay, now 1/3 of pi times 2.1 square. Okay. So 1/3 times pi times 2.1 square. Okay, now the answer is 4.618. 4.618 times height. And we have to find out the height of this cone. This is the requirement of this question. So 56 minus 19.396 divided by 4 point, as 4.618 is multiplied. It is multiplied to h, so it would be divided 4.618 equal to height of cone, or height of cone would be equal to, so 56 minus 19.396 divided by previous answer, so it would be equal to 7.926. This is 7.926, 7.926, so on. And in the given blank space, we have to write down the answer in three significant figure. It is the requirement of IGCSE and O level both. So if no direction is given about the answer, then you have to write down the answer in two significant figure or three significant figure. So it must be mentioned on the title page. Okay, if it is not directed, you must write down physical quantities, three significant figure. So we should write down 7.93, and the unit of height would be centimeter. So this would be the answer. 7.93 centimeter. So in the same way, we can solve these two questions as well. For this question, it is a combination of hemisphere and a cylinder. Okay. For this question, two hemisphere along with the cylinder. And 4 centimeter is the base diameter. The same diameter is over here. And to find out the radius, it would be 2 centimeter. Height of cylinder we are given. And we have to calculate volume and total surface area. Right over here. We have to calculate volume only. Okay, now when we talk about the volume, so volume of cylinder, pi r square times height. Volume of this cylinder, pi r square times height. Over here, hemisphere. Now the volume of hemisphere, half times 4 upon 3 pi r cube. But over here, what should we do? This half plus this half make a complete, these two halves make a complete sphere. Okay. Now when we talk about the surface area, now the surface area of a sphere 4 pi r square. Surface area, curved surface area of this cylinder, 2 pi r times height, or you can say length. So the surface area of this circle will not be calculated. It is joined with the hemisphere. But we will calculate this surface area of the base. In the same way, over here, we should not calculate the surface area of this one or that one. Okay, just we have to calculate one complete surface area of a sphere if there is a question. But over here only we have to calculate volume. So you will do these two questions. 10 marks over here, 5 marks over here. At home you have to complete these two questions and then submit it. Okay, thank you. So if you like this type of video, subscribe, comments and share. Allah Hafiz.